Hi Taurus, this is Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings. We're still going through the readings for the mid-month of November. I'm a little bit delayed on these, doing them a few at a time because I have a lot going on over here personally and personal readings during the day and stuff. So if you would like a personal reading, astrology, tarot, I have other services. I'll go ahead after these are all uploaded and I'm done for tonight and put my email into the description there and go ahead and message me for personal messages. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and thank you so much for viewing and joining in here. These are general readings for Sun, Moon, and Rising and Taurus, and we'll see what comes up. Love, work, finances. What is the predominant energy here for the rest of November for the sign of Taurus? I am going to be using the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. I will do some clarifications with Tarot of the Moon Garden, and then I have some oracles later on that we will pull before we end that I'll show you as well. So let's get into it. Mid-November for Taurus. There we go. Ten of Pentacles, the first one down. Okay. Sign of Cancer could definitely be big for you guys. I'm seeing a few Cancer cards already. Your subconscious card is the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands here can definitely be feeling overburdened by other people being involved in things and feeling like you might feel like there's too many cooks in the kitchen in some areas of your life. There's so many people here. Maybe you felt like you wanted to have all these different social circles going on. I could definitely be looking at the further subconscious cards that you wanted to have a lot of romantic partners, but it's not working out. I think part of you is definitely, yeah, you have strong Cancer and Pisces in this chart. I do astrology. Sometimes I mix up the words for charts and readings in this spread. So let's see here. I do feel like at the end of the day, there is a particular partner that you're wanting to go back to and connect with. You're definitely wanting to look at family concerns, and it's definitely a more chilled out reading here for you than it has been. There's been a lot of, third parties and chaos and stuff for Taurus in the cards lately, but it looks like it's simmering down. And part of that is because now here you're thinking about the end plan, the game plan. You're like, wait, I'm an earth sign. I've been living all kinds of wild and free and stuff, and planting seeds, sowing my oats all over. But, what actually do I want to have in the long term? Like, let me think like an earth sign. I'm a Taurus after all. So I feel like some of you who have been having a more off-kilter or wonky time through the Scorpio energies, definitely you'll feel better once we go into Sagittarius, even though that's not necessarily a harmonious time for Taurus. It's not going to be like this opposing energy that you've been getting in Scorpio. And I think that's going to help you be like, oh wait, yeah, that's who I am. I'm Taurus, and so you're going to start realizing how burdened you are with certain things after the sun goes into Taurus, or into Sagittarius, I'm sorry, but it's going to be good because you're going to be like, oh, you know what, I don't like this. Like, I don't like how I've, been feeling stagnant in things. If you're dealing with a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising as well, that could be the feeling in the house if you're living with someone who has Scorpio planets. Water sign moons, you might be dealing with a lot of people that have their moons in water signs, or you might have it, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But I definitely am seeing you wanting to change things, look at your long-term plans again. Some of you might be moving house or feeling like you need to. There could be concerns with motherhood too. So there could be something with your mom. Maybe you're missing something. I feel like you're just missing your mom. You wish, you had her close or are able to connect. So maybe that will be something you're able to do here at the end of the month. Some of you are thinking of the parenting qualities within yourself or your partner, or just feeling very sensitive about a woman. We have the moon card here with the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Chalices. So again, could be definitely a Cancer or Pisces or a Scorpio. Some things have been on hold for you though, particularly maybe with this water sign woman or person, doesn't have to be a woman. And they're a big part of your spiritual path and change right now. And I think Virgo had that same thing with a Pisces that was very dominant in helping them in their changes. So you have the Six of Swords. You're trying to leave things behind. You're trying to move forward and transition. Again, you could literally be moving in the home. But I feel like for you guys, it's been such an emotional Scorpio season that there's been like these deep emotions that you've had coming up, Taurus, that you might not have really wanted to deal with. And so you're just kind of going a bit wild, not knowing how to you know, handle all of that. And as such, you might have distanced yourself from this person who is the water sign person, and really just felt like you didn't want to go through the spiritual and emotional sacrifice that it took to see what that was all about, you know, and just kind of hunkered down and kept everything, you know, safe and shoved away, and felt like, okay, yeah, that's how I win. That's better. Like, let me just focus on, you know, real world things. But now you're starting to see that if you want this end game, if you want to truly feel secure and stable and like everything is worth celebrating, that you're going to need to let yourself open up and bond with these other people in your life, particularly this water sign person. We do have here justice coming out. So for those of you who have been going through some kind of legalities, or if you are looking to sign contracts of some nature, it looks like by the end of the month you can get that done, which is very good, because going into the first week of December we'll have Mercury retrograde, so you want to have that done before then. But it also looks like things will be at a pause before you get your answers. This could also be communication, and it could be some interactions with a Libra. So you will get answers coming through. Whatever's meant and fair and just will happen. You know, there could be someone's character you're wondering about there. And so you're going to have a time where you just need to sit back and chill right before you get your answers. You know, you have the Hanged Man and the Four of Swords here. So it is better to stay in like kind of an empathetic, you know, what's it called? Don't attach any strings to the outcome, and trust that you will get the answer. So instead of like, if someone's not messaging you back, or, you know, if you're not hearing word on something, give it a few days towards the end of the month, and you will have that come through. So let's go ahead and do some clarifications. Ooh, this one's ready to go. I got the Four of Swords again. So yes, not really pushing things, especially if they come about finances or home or family. Give it some time to clear out. There could be Virgo too. Some of you might have Virgo in your chart, or have a Virgo that you're dealing with. Yeah, you could definitely have another earth sign like a Virgo or another Taurus. I'm seeing Aries here. Gemini. Okay, so now we're seeing some of those cards from that storyline that you've been pulling yourself out of. So what I'm getting from that is, we're going back into all this third party and all this transformation you've been getting yourself out of, Taurus. So what it's saying is, when you are bored and you have that pause there and you're not hearing back maybe from this water sign, or on these issues of justice, or whatever this information that you're waiting for, or this move you're waiting for to go through, don't go and let yourself start being a busybody around and feeling like, I'm not, you know, life isn't the fantasy that I want it to be right now, and I want to win. Like, I got to win. I can't let someone else be happy before I'm happy. And so you start letting someone that you're moving away from, Six of Swords here, this Queen of Wands, air sign, could be any gender, but Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You know, if this person, because you have the Death card here, the Death card with the Moon, you've done deep soul searching. There could be a Scorpio moon around you, or you might have one. You've done some deep searching, and you realize that that's not what you want, this third party situation. It's left you brokenhearted, and you had to cut yourself out of that stagnation of not wanting to see it spiritually. And it could have really affected this water sign around you, which you have the Lovers card. Could be a water sign with air in their chart, air sign with water in their chart. But this is the person who is being marked as your soulmate here, and the person that you want to be with. So as you're waiting for this justice to come out, and all this fighting and bickering and third party situations, for some of you I'm getting it stuff in the workplace as well. And you're just waiting for the pettiness to die down and stuff. Don't try to jumpstart the period of calm too soon. Don't worry that you have to jump ship, or that don't get stir crazy. Let it play out. Let it play out, because if you let it play out, like, again, go back to being Taurus, right? Let yourself invest in the situation. You're good at waiting things out, Taurus. So do that, because if you get impatient and you jump too early on things towards the end of the month, and you try to push the issue and push communication on things, it's actually going to mess up you getting that justice that you've been looking for, and it's going to stir the pot again. Because this kind of person that you've been moving away from, this fire sign person, like, they'll be all for it. They'll start the game right back up if you want to. A fire sign with air could be they could have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in their chart. So right now, the air sign and the fire sign isn't the best option for you. Taurus, we're really looking at water signs and those who are supporting your earth energy to connect with. So again, you might be afraid like, oh, but I'm going to get stagnant. You know, if things don't keep moving, you know, it's going to get stagnant, or I'm going to get sad again. I'm going to, you know, feel stuck in this place. But it's good though, because you need to have this pause and to let things start, you know, building up. That's just how your life works, you know, being earth. And you can have success in that long-term happiness, but not if you keep sabotaging it. So especially if this happiness is involving a water sign, you know, you really have to give it time to work out. And you do have the Nine of Cups in your subconscious, even though you have that Ten of Wands. So you're distracting yourself from happiness and self-love and emotional fulfillment by pulling in all these other parties, by doing all this with the fire signs and all of this like communication and bickering and fighting. So remember who you are, right? Pull that Taurus cold calm on them. Don't let people make you react to things anymore. Feel them out, you know, make them earn it. That's what Taurus is known for, and that's what we love about you guys, is that you are the sign of self-worth, actually. You rule the second house of self-worth, personal finances, things of that nature. So remember that, even though it's been a tough Scorpio season here, and it's just put your feels through the meal, you know, stick with yourself a little bit longer, even though it feels uncomfortable to have all these, you know, emotions going on, because you're really worried. Like, am I going to get this soulmate? Is it going to work out? Did I screw it up? Did they screw it up? Like, you know, so you're going to have the answers you need, but not if you pull the third party back into the situation. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull some oracles for you. For oracles, I'm going to be using the Oracle of the Unicorns. So we'll pull 3 cards from this, and then I will also pull a card from the saltwater reading cards. That's ready to go. And I do shuffle them beforehand. So beloved, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationships. Believe you are lovable. See, so you don't have to have this, that, and the other, and 25 options. You know, lately the energy of Taurus, I think, has been like, well, you know, all the young people are doing that. I have to have my Tinders and my Twitters and my Snapchats, and aren't I supposed to be having like, you know, 6 different partners I'm juggling around? And, you know, so it's like you're trying it out. You're trying it out, having all these offers, and in the end, you're just like not happy with it. You just want to have someone who loves you and respects you and who is secure. And so it's saying, go back to that. That's what we love about you. That is what your energy is that stability, that long-term love and affection. That's what the zodiac loves about you. Cycles. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. So the moon is huge for you. I would definitely look at your moon sign and your astrology. Watch your moon sign video here, but also just start to research it in your chart, because since you're going through such emotional transformations, it's very marked and important for you. And it can actually help you have better compatibility with others, because if you know you and your partner's moon sign, you'll understand how you guys interact with each other emotionally. Expansion. Spread your wings and soar. Share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. So it's not going to close you down the way that you've been maybe fearing that it would, to have all of these emotional feels all over the place and this kind of transformation. You feel like, oh no, if I cut off options and limit myself and refocus myself, I'm going to get in a rut again. But lately, your rut has actually been a busy one. It's been like this active rut where it seems like you're getting a lot done and everything's going on, but really emotionally and with your dreams, you've been feeling stagnant. So expansion, you'll soar ahead when you reconnect to what it is that you really want, and you let go of, like, you know, being forced and controlled by what everyone else wants, and just go back to what makes you happy. So if you have to, this card jumping out already. If you have to kind of bite the bullet on this heartache that has happened and admit it to somebody and reconfess and, you know, make some apologies in order to get this partner back, you know, this Tinder partner that you really loved, then go ahead and do that. Or if you need to change the dynamic within your relationship, or if you need to kind of recommit yourself with love and passion to your career and kind of let go of the game, you know, kind of the game of it all, then it's a really good time to do that. And you don't have to feel embarrassed about that, because it's really time for you to feel emotional fulfillment, Taurus. So you have Seagull, opportunity. Yes. So searching out what is meant for you and using your attention to that. Like seagulls, once they focus on something that can be good for them, they don't let that go. Like that's what they flock to, and their flock is all people who have that same opinion and are going after those same things, and there's just that focus with it. So those are what you need right now. Everything else, like all this chicken head kind of stuff, and if they're not your flock, then don't worry about them. And that's usually how Taurus is. So allow yourself to go back into that energy a little bit more so that you can make sure that you're kind of guided in the correct place at the correct time. Really watch your timing of words and communication. That's really huge for you at this time, Taurus. Again, don't jump the gun too early. I know that you're surging again with all these emotions and things, and you're like, you want to talk to this person. There's things that need to be discussed. But remember, you want to make sure you're not speaking from that place of heartbreak of the Three of Swords, but instead you're speaking from the new perspective of the Hanged Man, because that's what people need to see right now. Whether that's in your career or in your family or in your love life, people need to see your new opinions, your new, that you're out of that rut that you were stuck in the past, and that you have changed and developed and incorporated all this new knowledge here, even though you are the King of Pentacles, that you've let go of that Four of Cups. So I feel like a lot of love in my chest. I feel like there's beautiful new opportunities for you. We have beloved and cycles, so it is tough. It's tough stuff to allow yourself to transition through. But remember, you have the Nine of Cups here that will override any of your burdens, and you have the Lovers here with a very committed, loving partner. And so good things here. And you have the Ten of Cups here with the Chariot, success, happiness, fulfillment. You're definitely capable. So I'm going to leave you with those positive notes, and I hope the rest of this month goes better for you, Taurus. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you again soon.